The Tech Temple.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Wise Man White at the Tech Temple, here with another video. We're with the HTC 10. Beautiful phone. This came out in May of 2016. I got mine towards the end of May as a birthday present to myself. So I'm gonna go through that. I'm gonna go through the whole review. I'm not gonna do the entire review in one long setting, just in case you don't have time to look at the whole thing. I'm gonna split it up between the hardware, the initial thoughts. Then I'll break it up into software and the sound and the camera, and my overview of it at the end. So first, for the hardware, the phone is $699. When it came out, people were complaining that HTC trying to get good back in the game. Why are they such a high price point? Well, if you want people to think that your phone is nice and worth it, and you put all this work into it and it be legitimate, of course you're going to price it at the highest tier price point. And the Galaxy S7 was $699 also when it came out. So I don't understand what the big fuss was about. But if you buy through HTC, there's still some coupon codes that work. Instead of $699, there's a coupon code you can use to get it for $599. So if I come across that again, I will put that up in the description or in the little tag of the video, so you can get that in. Cause I bought this direct from HTC. Works on T-Mobile and works on AT&T and Verizon and Sprint. So here we go. Right here, if we right on the side, right here is the nano SIM. I had a micro SIM because I was coming from the HTC M7. I'll show you that in a little bit. So if you have a micro SIM, make sure you go get a nano SIM so you can use this card. And perpendicular to that, parallel to that, is the you can expand the memory right here. So you can, right now I have a 32 gig slide in there. Theoretically, you can put a 2 gig card in there, or 2 terabyte card in there, but who has that? So the 256 gig is about what you're gonna get if you really want the huge size, but I just put a 32 in there, and that's fine with me. On the right side, you still have the volume, and you have the power button, which is nice that the ridges, you can tell just by touching it, this is the power button because it has the ridges on it, and this is the volume button because it has just one slider long, no ridges, just smooth. And it's nice that you can hear the click. Same with the power button. So it's very good, especially for, I use my left hand when I use it, so they have the button placement great, because right where I hold the phone in my left hand is right where my middle finger can hit the power button, and right where we hit the up and down volume button. So that's great too. So on the front of the phone, we have the front-facing camera. Front-facing camera is 5 megapixels, records in 1080p, and this is also the first phone to have optical image stabilization. So when you are taking selfies or front-facing video, and you're moving around in the shaky, the hardware in here is supposed to stabilize that, so you won't see anything shaking. And you also notice here the notification LED. I'll turn it back up so you can see it blinking right now. It's blinking green. The only colors that it blinks is green, and then when it's charging, it's amber. Those are the only 2 colors. HTC has been stuck with that since the beginning, and they're not changing. Also on the front right here is a fingerprint reader. Very fast fingerprint reader. Other reviewers say it's the fastest that they have used since iPhone. And I agree. You tap this and the screen will come right on if you set it that way. And it comes right there, and you just hold it, and that's how quick it is. 0.2 seconds. And the more you use it, the more it learns, and the faster it gets. Here on the bottom, we have the microphone. We have the USB-C. So no more micro USB. It's one of the few phones that has USB-C. And we have the speakers, one of the speakers, set of the speakers. Down here you have the subwoofer speakers for the lower sounds. And up here, not only is this the earpiece, but this is also serve as the tweeter for higher pitch sounds. So you have the higher pitch sound and lower pitch sound, so when you're listening to audio, you can hear it. And it's also nice when you're holding it this way that when you have both mixed sounds, even though there's only one speaker that you can see out here, it doesn't sound like it's only coming from one side. It does sound like it's coming from both. Even though people don't like, they prefer the front-facing speakers from before, just like on the HTC M7, so you can see how similar these phones look. This is a 5.2 inch screen, so if you're coming from the M7, it's not too much bigger. Can't get your thumb all the way out there, obviously, but and then the speakers do work in a similar manner that the subwoofer down there, and the tweeters on the top. And on the back we have the camera. They're going away from the ultra pixel, so they just have a 12 megapixel camera in the back, and right here you can see the flash, and you have the laser autofocus. And when you take a picture, it will let you know, hey, your finger is blocking the laser autofocus, move it out the way so we can take a clear picture, which is nice. And right here you have the noise canceling microphone, so when wind is blowing or background noise, it cancels that out. This also serves as a microphone when you are recording video or recording audio. And even if you just use the audio recorder, like you're in a meeting or you're trying to do an interview, this is a really good phone to use that for, because it's very clear. Other than that, that's all the buttons on there. Here's the headphone jack at the top. And my unit did not come with headphones, but I think other countries it does come with their special headphones. Upgrade your audio from 16-bit to 24-bit, and these very good. Aside from that, that's all you got from the hardware. Good looking phone, fits good in my hand. I thought the metal was going to be slippery. This is all aluminum body. It does not slip out of my hand. But the only thing, because it's aluminum, if you drop it and you get a scratch on that, the scratch is not coming out. So I would use a case. I have a case right here. It's a feather case, and it goes right on the back. And it covers it up, but it still leaves the bottom and the top, so you can still see a little bit of the elegance of the phone. Doesn't block the microphone, doesn't reflect the flash when you use the flash, because it's not a clear case. And this is good. It's only $6. I'll put a link in there. If you're wondering what this is on the inside, this is for me to when I use my car, this is a magnet, so I put this on. I stick this in my car, and it stays put. I'm going to do a video about that because I think that's kind of cool. So that's a hardware overview of the HTC 10.
The Tech Temple.